Honorable Men Discord, Raising Kanan season finale. Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, welcome back to another episode. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Phenomenal season. Raising Kanan 5 seasons started in 2021. Shout out to Stars Network. Shout out to 50 Cent. I should say Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent. Phenomenal job. The reason why I have the two actors on the thumbnail is not so much because they made it towards the end, but because of the phenomenal acting by both. I have to give a shout out to Patina Miller. She needs to get an award. Standing ovation for Patina Miller. Phenomenal actress, beautiful woman. And when I tell you she owned that character, Raquel. She owned it. And I'm gonna go out and say, out of Raising Kanan, out of Power, out of the short-lived BMF, she is by far the greatest actor that has graced the camera for 50 Cent and Stars. I'm going to say it again. Patina Miller is the greatest actor that graced the camera for 50 Cent and Stars. Phenomenal actress. Give that woman an award. Every time I watched an episode, she made me smile, and I said to myself, give that woman an award. I probably say it throughout this episode. I have a few things queued up, but before I get to that, I got to also give London Brown his flowers. Phenomenal. Between London Brown and Patina Miller, she edged him. She edged him just a little bit, or maybe a little bit more than a little bit, but he was there too. He was right there. Incredible actor, London Brown. Salute to you playing Marvin, right? But that's not to say the rest of the cast didn't do a phenomenal job. Makai Curtis playing Kanan, Haley Kilgore playing Laverne. Salute Haley Kilgore. Haley Kilgore, I believe you could do a standalone. You could do a spin-off on your own about you going into the police academy. I don't know if 50 Cent is considering that. I don't know if that's already in the works, but Haley Kilgore, I salute you. You did a phenomenal job as well. Shamik Moore, you did your thing. I know you from the Wu-Tang series and then the recent movie that I can't think of it right now, that RZA put out. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find the name of that. If it's in your discography. One moment. Yes, One Spoon of Chocolate. I saw that movie. By the way, go support him. See One Spoon of Chocolate, starring Shamik Moore. And I believe that was RZA and is it Tarantino? Quentin Tarantino? Don't quote me on that, but that was a good movie. But yeah, shout out to Joey Badass. Shout out to Malcolm Mays. Shout out to Wendell Pierce and his wife. I came to find out through TikTok that was his actual real life wife. If I'm wrong in that, let me know in the comment section. But I came across that on TikTok, so don't hold me to it. All right, Tony Danza. I know him from when I was younger, when he was on the sitcom. Many of you probably don't even know who he is. Tony Danza used to have a sitcom way back in the day. I can't think of the name right now. Let me see if I can find it. He's 75 years old, Tony Danza. Let's see what he's done, if they'll show it. Was it the Tony Danza Show? I guess it was the Tony Danza Show. I thought it was something else. The Tony Danza... Nah, it can't be the Tony Danza Show. It has to be something else. There was another name for it. I'm going to find it. Tony Danza. Look at his catalog. This guy's been doing this thing for a very long time. I'm trying to find the show that I know him from when I was a kid. Man. I don't recognize any of these titles. It might be the Tony Danza Show. And maybe I'm thinking it just had a different title. But Tony Danza did his thing. He did his thing. All right, let me get off looking up Tony Danza's discography because I want to give the shout out to all the cast. You know, Omar Epps bringing him on was a good look. Uh, just this series just had it. It had it all. Everyone did their thing in this series. Everyone did their thing in this series. But wow. Going back to Patina Miller, give that woman her roses. 50 Cent buy her as many roses as she likes. Send it to her home. Let her know the fans appreciate her. We love her. Phenomenal job. Some people, I think most people love the ending. To me, I felt like the series ended where I was satisfied with it. I have one video queued up here where a gentleman wasn't satisfied with it. I'm going to play that and then I'm speak on his reaction, but I just love it. Let me just get into these videos. This episode is just about, saluting the cast and the show. Again, 5 seasons. Raising Kanan started in 2021. This is not a spoiler, although I do think one of my clips does spoil it for you. So if you haven't finished watching this series, if you didn't watch it at all, you might not want to watch this episode. All right, so let me get into the first video I have queued up.
Man. Marv, Raising Kanan, Queens, get the money. Yo. Yes, sir. Word is born. Shout out to the Knicks.
Shout out to the Knicks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just wanted to show his personality. That's London Brown, who played Marvin. And yes, Queens get the money, so that's why I put that in there. I'm biased.
Wilson Morales from Black Women TV talking to the family that just always brings chaos to the mix. London Brown, Tina Miller, Makai Curtis. We're entering the final season of Power Raising Kanan. We now know that you did not die. So what are we getting from Rock?
You're getting a lot. I mean, she's not going to go down that easy. As you know, things that are going on in the show, you're going to watch her go through a lot of things, try to pick herself up. And, the relationship with Kanan is what it is at this moment. And the relationship with her brothers, she's still holding on to that as well, both of her brothers. So I think it's going to be very interesting. You're not going to know where it goes. There's a lot of twists and turns. So Raquel is definitely in some deep, this season.
And yourself? What are we getting this season?
I think we're getting a different side emotionally from Marvin. And I think a lot of relationships that Marvin has had throughout the seasons are finally going to come to a head, whether that be good or not so good. And so the audience can anticipate that.
Mm-hmm. And then Kanan. We know the story never ends. So how deep is Kanan going to go this year?
Kanan's going to go as deep as Kanan's been going. I think we're really going to see the bullet from episode 1 really start to circle back around. If you really watch the show, you know what I'm talking about.
But, oh my God! Okay, come on. Back to the first episode.
We'll call it back or whatever. But I've been in it right now. So, but Kanan is still trying to. He still loves his family, but now he got to go out on his own, doing his own thing. So that's what you're going to see. Once again, this is a family drama. This is a story about how a mother loves her son, how a son loves his mother, how he loves his family, and how they deal with, how you love your family. You know how you love your family, and that's what you see happen here. That's what's going to go.
Yep.
If there's one word to describe your time on the show, what would it be?
Growth.
I would actually say growth too. I say joy.
Yeah.
All right. Yourself?
You stole my word. It's growth.
It's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? It really is.
I
think we've all grown as artists. I think you got to watch the characters grow and go through different things. We just got to grow and love on each other.
And we work from the very first episode, that first table read. Everybody came in ready to work, not play around, not take anything that we did lightly. We wanted to embody these roles, the message of what we were trying to do, and create a really great show. And that stayed from the beginning to the very end. And I'm super proud.
Thanks a lot. We're looking forward to seeing final season.
Bravo.
Going to have maybe one of the boldest takes. I don't know. Maybe everybody else will have this sentiment. This is a top 5 Power episode all time. I think this episode might have just put Kanan. Kanan might be number 1 for me, right behind the number 1 spinoff for me. But with this episode alone, this was the best episode of Raising Kanan I think I've watched, especially this season. This was so beautifully written, but so perfectly executed. Makai Curtis, this is the best performance I've seen you give. Not that you ain't been killing it, but my God, nigga, bouncing off of Patina, bouncing off of Miss Haley. Haley killed it as Jukebox. That Kanan and Jukebox scene and that Kanan and Rock scene. I gotta rewatch them, Jones. The best 2 scenes in the Power, man, that's up there. That is up there. I'm telling y'all, that's top 5. That is top 5 2 scenes right there. That's up there with some of the best Ghost and Tommy scenes. That Kanan and Rock scene, man. Could y'all remember my video the other day when I just said, imagine if we would have got that heart to heart with Tariq and Ghost. Imagine how dope that would have been to hear both perspectives and understand things is awry. I love Kanan said, we can't fix all that, man. It is what it is. We can't fix it. Oh, this episode, Sasha Penn, everybody, just round of applause, man. Y'all niggas killed it. Oh my gosh, this was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually overly satisfied. Like, this blew my expectations out the roof, which, if I had to guess, means I'm gonna go on social media and y'all niggas complaining. I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say, if I like it, I'm gonna assume, the rest of you niggas is probably complaining or something. But I don't know how. This is Korea. I'm shocked as well. So, I mean, I think I'm gonna have maybe one of the boldest takes. I don't know. Maybe everybody else will have this sentiment.
Listen, because I believe the video is repeating itself. When the initial Power ended and they killed off Ghost, Amari Hardwick's character, I was heartbroken because I was vested into that show, and everything about Ghost to me embodied power. And I said to myself, how the hell are they going to continue a franchise without Amari Hardwick? I thought that was a bad decision on their part. I was weary, and I thought they wouldn't find success again. But I am here to say I was wrong. I was wrong. The writers knew what they were doing. 50 Cent knew what he was doing. They knew what they were doing. And I'm pleasantly surprised to say that, again, Raising Kanan, in my humble opinion, is the best. Even though it was a spinoff, it is the best out of anything that 50 Cent has put in front of the camera. If you disagree with me, let me know what's your favorite. But Raising Kanan, it kept the momentum, and the finale was just like filet mignon on camera, on film. Well, they don't use film anymore, but you know what I mean. It was filet mignon. The finale was filet mignon. The diner scene, so yes, there will be a spoiler. I changed that. I'm going to spoil it a little bit. The diner scene with Jukebox and Kanan was cold. It was gangster. And this is why I say, if anyone could possibly, because her character is still alive, if anyone could possibly follow in the footsteps of actress Patina Miller, just off of her interaction with Kanan and how she stood her own at that table and was cold as ice, she got it. Again, I don't know if Stars, I don't know if 50 Cent has it in the works, but you may want to do a Jukebox series. Just move her away from Kanan, show her venturing off, going into the academy, dealing with the BS of the academy, probably the academy trying not to pass her, and dealing with competition between other women. And just like you could have a whole entire series with that, and she would kill it. All right? Just a thought.
Hey, Power Book 3 Raising Kanan. I got one question. Who the fuck is writing this damn show? Because at this point, Power ain't nothing but a big-ass horror movie / TV show for hood niggas. Every time I watch a damn episode, you got family killing family. Family members always killing each other. You mean to tell me y'all had Rock, Uncle Marvin, and Uncle Lou beefing with Italians and all these mafia bosses just to turn around and let Kanan and Jukebox kill them? Really? What's the fucking point of this whole plot and storyline? Like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck is writing this shit? I'm getting sick of this shit. Y'all keep on repeating this damn parallel. This shit started with Tommy and his daddy, and this shit started with Tariq and Ghost. Like, we getting sick of seeing this shit. Power, like, who the fuck is writing this shit? Don't get me wrong, I love Power, but goddamn, man, y'all got me scared to trust my goddamn family. Like, what the fuck?
Well, what the hell, bro? Man, R.P. Rock, man. Damn, I understand why Jukebox did what she did, but Jukebox, you should have let Marvin kill Kanan punk ass when you had the fucking chance. Now look, now your daddy gone, you killed Rock, and then later on in the future, Kanan kill your ass. What the fuck? Like, who the fuck is writing all these damn storylines? Who the fuck is writing this shit? What the fuck? Like, y'all got me scared to trust my people, bro. But y'all have a good day, though, man. Let me know what y'all think about the show, man.
Listen, he's entitled to his opinion, but I'm good with it because at the end of the day, in real life, not to say I'm a streets expert, but in real life, there's nothing pretty out there. It's a dirty game. Family feuds with family. I don't know if it goes to this level, but a matter of fact, there was a news report, and I want to say an uncle killed his niece over some dispute over the property. So, Raising Kanan, the finale, isn't far-fetched. These type of things. Remember, art is a reflection of life. At least that's what the saying, how the saying goes. So it's not far-fetched. I mean, to that level, that's really diabolical. It's really dark. But again, you're talking about streets. You're talking about fast money. You're talking about drugs. You're talking about cops. You're talking about avoiding cops. You're talking about FBI. It gets dangerous out there. It's one of those who could you trust type of things, and that's why this last finale episode was just incredible. Standing ovation. Again, standing ovation to all the cast, but particularly the two I have on my thumbnail. Shout out to Power, shout out to Stars.
My God! Oh my God!
I had to play that twice. I love that. And I'm going to end with this, all right? London Brown.
It's London Brown, aka Uncle Marvin from Raising Kanan. We're on the season finale. I know some of y'all are disappointed with all of that because you've been rocking with us since the first season. Some of y'all been rocking with Marvin since the first season. You've been a fan. You've been rocking with him. You've been holding him down. You've been speaking on his behalf since the first season. Not everybody. No, not everybody. But some of y'all been having Marvin's back from the jump. So I understand how it hurt your heart last week to see how Marvin went out last week, but he went out like a G. Tonight, you're on the season finale, man. I want you in your all black to hold down Uncle Marvin. Put on your Black Sunday's best, your gloves, your ski mask. Whatever you got to do to represent holding Marvin down, because you've been rocking with him since season 1. You already know. You saw the potential in Marvin early on. You saw the good side of him. You already knew he could get the job done when everybody else was sleeping on Marvin. You was one of the ones. You believed in Marvin when he went to therapy, started teaching everybody how to breathe. You had his back. When Rock kicked him out the group, you had his back. When everybody turned on him, you had his back. Because you know Marvin was a real one. So when you watch the episode tonight, man, you make sure you put on your all black. I want your real responses, real reactions in real time, man. You make sure your phone is on. Capture the moments, man. You collab me to those videos. I'm going to post a few of them. I can't post everybody, but I'm going to post a few of them. The ones who came from the heart and said something on behalf of Marvin. What you would have said if you was there. If you had to speak up and they asked you to speak, because you felt like you was connected and Marvin touched you in your heart in a real way, what would you have said? Shout out to Sasha Penn, man. All the writers. Shout out to Miss Courtney Kim. Shout out to Fifth and their vision putting this all together. Shout out to the cast. Incredible guys to work with. The crew, hair and makeup, crafties, wardrobe, the drivers, everybody who played a part in keeping Marvin alive for all these seasons, man. So you make sure you represent, you put on your all black when you watch the show tonight. You collab those videos of your responses to the whole thing. That's love, Uncle Marvin. So we're going to return him right back. We're going to return him right back.
I like that. Let me just say this. For those of you who are actors and you're subscribed to this channel, even if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. But for those of you that are actors or aspiring actors, which do you prefer? Do you prefer to be casted in a series or for a movie? Which would you prefer? And don't say both, because obviously both would be great. Reason why I asked that is because I can only imagine how, as an outsider looking in, I think it's great that successful series have more than 1 year, because it keeps the actor working, it keeps money flowing, as opposed to when you get in a movie, when you get signed to a movie, movies generally run for a couple of months, and then you get that payout and that's it, and then you gotta hustle with your agent to get another feature in a movie. So as an outsider looking in, that's how it appears. It seems like as an actor, the goal would be to land in a series, monetarily wise, or is it better to be in a film? Is the lump sum greater if you get casted in a movie? Just a question I have for those of you that's watching this that are actors. But listen, that's all I have on this. This episode was solely about saluting the cast of Power, saluting stars, saluting 50 Cent. Bravo, standing ovation. I love the way this ended. The bar has been set high. I know 50 Cent put out Fightland, I believe it is. I have not started to watch that, but the bar is set high, so I'm going to take my time before I even watch the first episode of Fightland, and I hope I'm saying the title of that show correctly. I'm going to take my time before I watch that, because the bar has been set high with Raising Kanan, and I don't want to watch that expecting to see any type of performance on the level of what I just saw with this series running for 5 series. But listen, that's all I have on this. As always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, on your way out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, stay honorable.